Good afternoon. It is July 2019 and I am here in the cruise pier at Falmouth, Jamaica, and I just want to give you a quick walkthrough of what to expect when you come into the pier. What I'm looking at is the building through which we came in. That is our ship, the Liberty of the Seas. We walked around through this building, and that's where we'll return to. Royal Caribbean has the capacity to have 2 ships on this pier. And right as you get here into the main pier area, this is all reclaimed land. Royal Caribbean built it up. And it's pretty. It feels completely safe. You have all the standard cruise stores right here, as well as booths for cruise information or for tour information. I'm going to go off to our left because they have a local crafts market, and while I'm certain you could get better prices if you went into town, as soon as you leave the gates, we noticed a whole lot of folks very aggressively, asking if they could give us tours, other things like that, and that was fine. It was safe, but if that pushed you out of your personal comfort zone, staying here in the pier area is another option which may work for you. We booked a tour independently. That green and yellow building is where we booked. We booked a local food tour, not through the cruise company. That was fantastic. Look up Jamaica Culinary Tours, Falmouth Food Tours. Got your Del Sol store, got various diamond stores and jewelry stores. You, of course, have your duty-free store and a wide variety of souvenir stores. Well, hold on just a second, because there's some things here which make this port stand out just a little bit. You have many places here in the port where you can sit and you can have a drink, you can have a meal. By drinking, you can certainly have a cocktail, you can have a beer. If you don't want that, they will sell you coffee, including the excellent Jamaica Blue Mountain. We have breakfast by coming out here, and I would absolutely on Jamaica Day just walk out here into the pier area. As for a patty, it is a meat pie, or it can also be a vegetable pie or a chicken pie, but it was delicious. As you walk further up towards the exit, you will notice a Dairy Queen, a Quiznos sub, and a Nathan Hot Dogs. Now that is certainly not my personal style, but if you want to get out and if you want something which is comfortable and feels like home, that is an option which is available to you. You have your Kira Aloha store. You have a number of booths which mostly have local crafts. Ahead and to the left is where you would go if you were going to pick up a tour organized by Royal Caribbean. Ahead, though, I'm going to show you the craft market, which just stalls from a lot of local vendors, which has a number of really interesting local purchases that we looked at for quite a while. I'm sure those vendors had to go through some sort of an approval process, but it appears for all the world to just be local vendors selling local arts and crafts, which is a fantastic idea for gifts before you get back on the ship. Walking around there, more souvenir stores, including a Cuban cigar store, which, as prices on Cuban cigars go, was very, very reasonable. Unfortunately, there weren't any cigars available from other locations. We visited that fruit guy earlier. Delicious. The papaya here is great. Some of the buses returning from the tours organized by Royal Caribbean, that's where you go to pick those buses up. So it gets extremely hot and humid here. Again, it's July, so it's one of the hotter parts of the year. But be prepared. Do come out with a hat. Make sure that you've got plenty of water. And look for the small spots of shade wherever you can have them. Where I'm walking to now is showing you how to exit the pier if you're going to go to town on your own. If you're going to do that, please take all the appropriate security precautions. But we did it twice today, and I'm glad we did. It was an incredibly enriching experience for us. There's a drugstore for whatever you might need. Open retail space. One of the things I like to do when I go on a cruise is experience local culture, and there is a walk here as you go down to the main drag into town, which has a number of interesting historical displays and signs. They also have some of the pedicabs you just saw. So if you want somebody to take you on a tour, you can do it, and that way when you leave the port gates, you would already have a tour guide, which would make it easier to stop others from persistently asking to provide the same service. But that is the main walk into town, along with the historical signs. And we're going back towards the main pier area again. But the reason I want to walk you back there is to show you the Margaritaville Entrance, because that's one of the main attractions here. More local stores. We went into several of those stores earlier, and we've come home with a lot of hot sauce, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of other things. I'm going to stop the audio in just a second, respect what these performers are doing. But that's one of the other great things. There has been, since we got here, there's been music playing, which is great. There are also, again, if time doesn't permit, or if just your preferences don't permit, and you want you to go into town and you want to stay in port, there are several restaurants or food stands or other ways you can enjoy the day. So stay with me. I'm going to quit talking for just a second. Oh, Starbucks coffee. All right, so it appears that a lot of that music has stopped. I'll pick back up again. Up ahead, closest to the entrance, is where most of your major duty-free stores are, including the tobacco, the alcohol, the fragrances. So, that is Margaritaville. We'll go back there in just a second, but to give you a sense of where we are, let me show you exactly where I came in. And that is the area where I originally came in. So there are a lot of facilities here. There are several places where bathrooms are provided, lots of places to buy snacks, food, or drinks. And one of the options available is to go here into Margaritaville, which has its own pool. I'll provide a review of Margaritaville independently, but if you're in Falmouth, Jamaica, we felt safe the whole day. We've had a delightful day. Again, I'd encourage you to look up Janet Crick and Jamaica Culinary Tours. And if that's not convenient, or if you have some additional time to kill, the port area itself is fantastic. Lots of shopping, lots of eating. Just make sure you keep lots of water with you because it's going to be hot out here. For more, we hope you'll visit us at galvestoncruisereviews.com. Thanks very much for coming with me today, and have a great day.